Good evening, everybody. Pastor Michael coming to you again on this Monday night. I hope you're doing well today as we continue in our time of stay-at-home orders and social distancing. I'm glad to be able to come once again to you into your homes or your offices or your vehicles or wherever you might be, and just bring you a little word of encouragement during this time. It's certainly been fun for me to be able to do this, to stay connected this way. I've been reflecting on that idea of trying to stay connected with people. Lots of people had talked to me about that's one of the things they miss the most through this process is this connection with other people. I think most of us have this idea that we're generally self-sufficient, that we're generally autonomous, and that we don't need other people, or we don't like to need other people, or at least we only need things when we want to need them. And what we're learning, I think, through this is that we probably are not as self-sufficient or as self-reliant as most of us thought we once were. I know that's true for me. I have very much come to appreciate more so than ever before my relationships with other people and my involvement with other people, my ability to connect with other people. And when that's taken away from you, it's difficult. It's one thing to say, I don't want that for myself and make that decision ourselves. It's another thing when that is forcibly removed from us and taken away. We feel very differently, or at least I feel very differently about that in that context. And so with this time of social distancing, as we seek to slow the rise of this pandemic, and which some say is working, and I'm grateful for that. I've been missing that ability to connect, and that causes, as we've talked about, quite a bit of fear and anxiety. And so we keep looking to other places to support us, to uphold us, to strengthen us. We realize we do need to rely on other things. And one of those places that I've been convinced that we need to turn, especially as Christians, is to Scripture. That continues to provide us these nuggets and words of hope and encouragement and strength. And I've had the blessing of having a number of parishioners who have pointed me to places in Scripture that are exactly that. These words of hope and encouragement and strength that they have found for themselves that have been very helpful. And I want to share with you one of those today. From Isaiah chapter 41. This was a verse that was given to me some time ago by a member of my congregation as one of her favorites. Isaiah 41 verse 13, it says this, "For I am the Lord your God, who takes hold of your right hand and says to you, do not fear, I will help you." Those are powerful words, I think, of encouragement and strength, that we have a God who takes a hold of our hands and says, I will help you. And that's the kind of support and encouragement and strength we need to have right now, is to be able to look beyond ourselves and say, we do need someone to help us, to encourage us, to strengthen us, to remind us to do not be afraid, to not be afraid. And I think Scripture is a great place to go to do exactly that. So I hope for some of you, at least tonight, who need to hear that Isaiah 41:13, as you lay down for the evening and finish up your day, may those words from Isaiah 41:13, that we have a God who takes a hold of our hand and says, do not fear, He will help us. And He will indeed. And that help comes in the form of what we celebrated yesterday, the resurrection of Jesus Christ, His Son, who is our true and ultimate and final help. And so I pray that you would find joy and strength and hope in Him, the one who says, do not fear, on this Monday night. And so with those words, may the Lord bless you and keep you. May the Lord make His face to shine on you and be gracious to you. May the Lord turn His face toward you and give you His peace. Good night, and God bless you.